Okay, so esports is starting to become a really big thing. You know, the whole idea of streaming tournaments and whatnot is really, really big. However, the whole idea of it being on ESPN2, meh. You know, it's just kind of like I really don't care. However, there are a lot of people who really just tore into the whole entire idea, and there was like a lot of people talking about it even before this whole thing started. A lot of people are saying that it's just a stupid idea, just keep it on Twitch, you know, leave it there, you know, there's no reason for it to be here, it's not an actual sport, you know, all it does is just a guy sitting behind the freaking TV playing a game, or a bunch of people playing a game. You know, just leave it on Twitch, they can do their thing there, just leave ESPN for, like, you know, actual physical sports. And now that I look at it from that view and actually see what a lot of people are saying, I have to actually agree. And the reason why I agree is because, you know, first off, television is, you know, though there are some good TV shows and whatnot, a lot of the stuff that you used to have to you actually find on television, or at least were available on television for some time, you can now just find on the internet. Like video game walkthroughs, I believe G4 Tech TV had stuff like that. Well, apparently I don't think they do that anymore, and if they do, I'm sure the views for it are just god-awful low. But, you know, you can just find that type of stuff on the internet now. You don't have to look up, you know, video game walkthroughs and, you know, reviews on, you know, the frickin' television anymore. You know, you can find it on, you know, the internet. You can go on YouTube, you can go on Twitch and look at tournaments. You know, you can do all that stuff. You don't have to go on the frickin' your cable or whatever and find it there. You can just go on the internet. And, you know, the internet, I feel, is more catered towards the gaming crowd than television is, because with television, you know, you can't find everything that you want there. You know, it's either this or this and nothing else. You know, whatever show's on is on. And but with the internet, you can find whatever you want. I mean, freaking YouTube is the god of everything, like information-wise, and Google as well. You know, well, they're pretty much owned by Google. Well, YouTube is pretty much owned by Google, but still, you can look for anything on YouTube or Google, and let's just say that you don't have television, you just have the internet. I mean, you could literally just rely on YouTube and Twitch to find a lot of that stuff. And if you're just like a gamer and you're just like, man, I don't like to watch, you know, television, you know, I got my Xbox One, I can play games, I can watch movies, blah 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 blah, I don't want TV. You know, and you're like, and let's just say you want to watch some gaming related stuff, or just want to find some information on the game or watch a tournament, just go to Twitch. Just go to Twitch, or watch a categorized or a recorded, you know, tournament on YouTube. You know, just all that stuff. You can find all that type of stuff on YouTube, Twitch, Google. You know, yeah, and there are other streaming services as well. You know, there's like, I think there's one that I think at one point, I don't know if they still do it anymore, Vedal actually used to, I don't know, I think they might still, but I don't know. There were a lot of people on Vedal who would literally just stream full freaking movies. There are people who would do bootleg streams, and I remember hearing about that, where people would just do bootleg streams of movies that, you know, were just now coming out, and it was like, you know, really, they're letting people do this? A lot of the streams were shut down, but still, you know, some people ended up finding that stuff there too. And, you know, though technically it's illegal, you know, it's there. What I'm trying to say is there's a lot of stuff on the internet, and even if you don't want to go on a streaming service and you just want to, you know, watch movies on the internet, guess what? There's Netflix. You know, or, you know, watch television shows on the internet. There's Netflix and Vudu, I think, and Hulu and whatever. You know, you can watch all those shows you want, Breaking Bad, the frickin' Walking Dead, everything on those frickin' services. And all of those are on the internet. You know, you don't need cable in order to watch that stuff. And the whole idea of esports on ESPN, to me, now that I look at it, it's just kind of like, why have it? I mean, it's better off staying on Twitch. You know, there's really no room for it on the television. And besides, you know, most stuff, especially video game related, are all on the internet. You know, almost everything video game related is on the internet. You know, yeah, Hell, even down to the freaking advertisements for the freaking games. Most of them can only be found on the internet. And, games these days are just becoming so, ingrained and, rooted into the internet. It's kind of hard not to get a game that isn't, internet, connected or in some way. And just having, like, Heroes of the Storm being watched on ESPN, why have it? Why? There's no reason for it, and television is considered kind of like the, second form of entertainment, like a secondary now, because the internet's kind of taking over. You got people who are literally able to make full-fledged, movies, not like legit, like full-on budget movies, but you have people now that are literally just like posting like their short movies on the internet, and some of them are actually pretty good. I remember watching, there's this one where the freaking Power Rangers, it was like a 14-minute video, and it was just it was amazing. It looked like it should have been like a legit full-on budget movie, like a full freaking $1 million movie, but it was actually just a guy and maybe a small crew, and they actually had some pretty decent actors in it too. Some of them were actually well known. And it was really good looking. And what was interesting is that actually showed that, well, yeah, I think the internet's kind of taking over, Things are now becoming more ingrained, more rooted in the internet. People literally making television-like shows, or, little movies or cartoons and stuff like that, and just posting it on the internet. There are tons of people with tons of talent just posting their stuff on the internet, and it's stuff that you would probably expect to see that, oh, well, I would expect to see that on TV. Well, no, it's also on the internet. They're posting it only on the internet. And it's amazing because some of these people are really talented, and you would think they would have been picked up by somebody by now, but no, they're all on the internet. And it's interesting to see this, and I like the idea of kind of the internet being like not only just for gaming as well, just like it's for almost everything now, movies, TV, gaming, and obviously the most obvious, freaking looking up information. Television, if I had to say something, is going to die out. It might die out eventually, because look at the internet. There's so much stuff in the internet now. You can literally do whatever, look for whatever you wanted, or watch whatever TV show you want. Just all that stuff is on the internet and available for you. And I'm going to exclude any of the illegal, pirated, crap. I'm talking about like the paid for stuff like Netflix and stuff. All that stuff is available. Legitimately available, and Netflix is like, I think, one of the bigger ones, because it has a ton of movies, tons of freaking television shows. A lot of the stuff that are like indie and whatnot also show up there. Just a lot of stuff. And there was a lot of movies I remember watching on there that I've never heard of. Like, there's this like one troll movie. It was kind of interesting. It looked good. It ended in I think it ended on a sour note. I'm not sure. I don't really remember. But you can watch and do and play and do whatever the heck you want practically on the internet. And you wouldn't even need a TV. You used to have to need TVs and whatnot to freaking watch reviews and walkthroughs. Now we got the internet, and the internet has a ton of crap in it. And I literally believe television, it's going to die out one day. And when it does, the internet is going to have free reign over everything. See you guys later.